Hey guys, Shelli-Gro-Bix here, and welcome to Let's Play The Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. Um, I've not really wanted to play this game for about 10 years now, but would you believe it, I somehow had the motivation, urge, desire to want to play it today. Uh, for a lot of people, I guess The Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind was probably their first step into the Elder Scrolls universe, seeing as, I guess, Arena, Daggerfall, and the two other spin-off games were maybe a little more, I don't know, obscure when perhaps PC gaming was a little bit more niche. I never played this when it originally came out. I didn't discover the Elder Scrolls until the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, really, back in about 2007 or 8 for me. And I loved the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. And since I played it, I'd have tried multiple times to play Morrowind. I think I first bought the game in 2009. It was the Game of the Year edition with Tribunal and Bloodborne, but not Bloodborne. Was it Blood Moon? Whatever it is. But I could never get into it. I guess the sort of ease of life features of Oblivion kind of spoilt this game for me. The easiness of combat, the easiness of travelling, what with fast travelling, etc. You know, quest markers, having your handheld. So trying to dive into Morrowind for me, it never got on too well because, as I say, I guess I was just tarnished by Oblivion, and I know pretty much anyone I speak to who's played Morrowind or who's played Morrowind first says it's the best Elder Scrolls. I'm never really sure why. I think the general consensus is the ambience of it, the feel. I really don't know much about this game at all. I know the opening area. I don't even know what the main storyline of this game is. So this is pretty much blind. But going from Oblivion and Skyrim and playing all the other Elder Scrolls games since, this sort of leaves this Morrowind as the only game that I've not really experienced in the main Elder Scrolls series, not including the was it the Oblivion mobile game they used to have back in the day, and Elder Scrolls Online, I suppose. But I'm looking forward to this with perhaps a degree of trepidation, but as I'm probably just massively biased from when I was about 11 years younger trying to play this game, and again, I was just horrified by the lack of fast travel. Coming back to this game, I'm going to compare it to Oblivion quite a lot, seeing as that's what most people tend to do. I'm hoping Morrowind is, I was going to say more of an adventure really, but that's a bit cliche. I'm hoping, there's a few things I'm hoping Morrowind differs from Oblivion in. I was thinking while I was installing this game. One, primarily being the implementation of dungeons, caves, etc. In the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, the game was very densely populated with, you know, caves, dungeons, alien ruins and that, with no character in that, etc. It seemed like they had a lot of the time no real purpose or any thought placed into them. I know they were all linked to quests somewhere along the line, but it seemed like, you know, every 10 steps you would take along a road in Oblivion, you would come across a cave or a mine entrance, or you'd see an alien ruin, with a load of bandits around it. I'm hoping Morrowind is more deliberate and careful and sparser with its dungeon implementation. I know this game sort of utilises I guess an archaic sort of old school style journal system where you get directions and etc. So I hope that provides a degree of challenge to this. With the dungeons being, I'm hoping, more sparsely spread out, I hope they have a real, as I say, purpose about them. You know, individual design and a little bit more care given to them, as opposed to Oblivion and that one poor dungeon designer bashing out a load of the same old textures. I'm also hoping these two are sort of linked, but it comes back to the sort of old school adventuring style. I'm hoping gold has more of a purpose in this game. It seemed with Oblivion, the only real purpose to obtain money was to either buy spells or to buy houses and horses. The key for me with sandbox games or adventure games or whatever is that the key purpose of gold should always be, for want for a better word, self-improvement. You know, you would go through long, hard, arduous quests, you'd fight in battle to get some sort of payoff, either you finding a lot of gold as loot, or you'd be rewarded a lot of gold from the quest giver. And then with that gold, you would use that to buy an awesome weapon that you would have no hope of obtaining in the wild somewhere, or from a bandit, or a great piece of armor. It always seemed like in Oblivion, and I guess it's partially because the enemies were always leveled with you, it always seemed that gold had no purpose, because one, it was always quite plentiful, two, if you just came across a party of bandits, which you were more than likely to, and if you killed them, which again you were more than likely to because combat was rather linear, you would more than likely get a great piece of armor or weapon that was scaled to your level, what you could obtain in that time. So gold really had no purpose, because all the best gear at the time you could find out on bandits or marauders or whatever, and you couldn't really buy anything in the stores, mainly because they always seem to be stuck just selling iron, steel, and nothing of any real note bar one insanely overpriced magical item. So I hope Morrowind is different in the regard that gold is actually more of a reward, and with it you can you know, obtain an item that can really give your character a boost, as opposed to just being a number in the corner of the screen, which doesn't really have any immediate value. I say I'm not sure how the leveling system in this game works in terms of enemies. I'm not sure if they all level with you or they're all separate. I'm hoping it's separate because, again, comparing it to Oblivion, there was never any real sort of threat, because any enemy you encountered or came across, you could more than likely, this is assuming you were on the middle of the road difficulty, you could always usually best it with relative ease, because you always tend to have the relative gear for your level, because everything was scaled. Because the enemy was scaled with you, there wasn't really any immediate threat. I'm hoping Morrowind has a degree of danger in the fact that if I came across a dungeon and I stumbled in it, there is a high chance I could be completely pwned because I'm so radically underleveled. Again, sort of a real fight or flight sort of feeling of, okay, there's actually a high chance that I won't be able to beat these guys or this one creature or whatever, and I'm gonna have to absolutely flee. So those are sort of three key things I hope Morrowind's different to Oblivion in. And as I say, perhaps, as I say, these just quality of life improvements that we've just come to appreciate in Oblivion or Skyrim, but I'm hoping it does sort of have a more, I don't know how to describe it, D&D, Might and Magic feel of you've got to work to be an adventurer, you've got to be skillful, you've got to be intelligent, you've got to fight the right things, do the correct quests. You know, you can't just play as a Hoover and just pick up any quests and go to every dungeon because everything's simultaneously leveled around you. Let's find out. I last played this, it must have been, in 2011 I last tried to play this. No. I tried to do a Let's Play this in 2011, but I just failed miserably for the aforementioned reasons of I couldn't get into it. And I believe I tried to do another Let's Play this again, it must have been in after I finished Daggerfall in 2015-16. But again, I think I did an hour or so, and I couldn't. Was it an hour or so? It might be more than that. It might be about 2-3 hours. I don't know. But again, I couldn't get into it. As I said, I can't really remember anything about this game other than the starting area. So let's have a delve in and see. Each event is preceded by prophecy, but without the hero, there is no event. In the waning years of the Third Era of Tamriel, a prisoner born on a certain date to uncertain parents was sent under guard without explanation to Morrowind, ignorant of the role he was to play in that nation's history. I'm very eager to see, because I've never played this game all the way through, of what the canon output of a Daggerfall was.
They have taken you from the Imperial City's prison, first by carriage and now by boat. To the east, to Morrowind. Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
Wake up. We're here. Why are you shaking? Are you okay? Wake up.
Very abstract introduction.
There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name?
Okay, this is when I've got to rapidly decide what sort of character I want to be. And I think I want to play as an orc in this playthrough, so we're going to be Shelli-Gro-Bix. There we go.
Well, not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we've reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go. Quiet.
That animation.
This is where you get off. Come with me.
I'm not sure who he was talking to. I assume he was talking to me, because the game's given me directions on how to move. But he is looking straight at Chub. It's Chub. Chub, yep. Let's turn the volume down quickly. It would also be worthwhile noting that I think Morrowind was the first, I'm not sure the first Bethesda game, but certainly the first Elder Scrolls game to be on a console, of which I believe it sold more on. This was on the Xbox, the original Xbox, and I believe it outsold all the sales on PC. Again, I'm not sure how accurate that is.
Up on deck and let's keep this as civil as possible.
Press space to open, okay. But I'd imagine it has something to do with people back in the early noughties burning copies of their discs. And apologies, I just had to address something with OpenMW quickly, which is the game engine I'm using for this. Okay. Good enough, so you've got very shiny trousers. Okay, so as I said earlier, I think I'm going to be an orc this session, and I'd forgotten how, oh god, peculiar the character creation was. Goodness me, what are you going to look like? Goodness me. Kind of a... Ooh. Particularly robust. We'll go for... I can't decide who looks the... What am I going for, most menacing, or... I'll go for the most clueless. Not really noticing, bar that one guy, many differences. Let's go with you, why not? You've got a nice soul patch. Oh my. Oh. Very snazzy hair options we've got. Orcs seemingly incapable of having a full head of hair. Alright, well there seems to be a disturbing lack of options for an orc's follicles, but let's go with this. I quite like it. We've got the man bun at the back, some crazy mutton chops, and we get resist magic at 25%, we get the berserk special, and skill bonuses, armor 10, axe 5, block 10, heavy armor 10, medium armor 10, okay. I'd forgotten that medium armor was a thing in this game.
Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
Okay. Well, for its age, the game does look pretty good. Sadinine Census and Excise Office, okay. A roaring fire.
Yes.
yes.
We've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
Answers questions, give him the info, pick from class list, fill out the forms yourself. Well, let's create a custom class. Does anyone ever do these, I wonder? Name, adventure, that's fine. We're gonna be an orc. What I'm saying, we are an orc, so obviously being a fighter-like character is in our repertoire. I could break that mold, I suppose. An orc with personality, though, there's a thought. But if I'm already doing a pretty much blind run through this game, I should probably try and make it as easy as possible. So, alright, we've got our major skills, we've got block, armor, medium armor, heavy armor, blunt weapon. I'm not sure there's much point in having 2 armor types as our major skill. Chain, scale, bone mold, and orcish armor. Iron, steel, silver, dwemer, ebony, and daedric. Well, let's go for heavy armor. Spear permits effective use of long, hafted thrusting weapons like spears and halberds, governing attribute endurance. I like the sound of that. Spear. Blunt weapon. Well, we had our share of blunt weapons in Daggerfall. I know we have to do a lot of running in this game, so I'm not sure if I should make athletics a major skill, or as we're doing that so much, whether it's a fruitless task. Block, yeah, armor, spear. I want to go for spear. Spear sounds like it might be cool. Heavy armor, yeah. Let's change that to speechcraft. Then again, speechcraft might be really good. I have no idea. Unarmored. Yeah, we could be battle spire Shelli-Gro-Bix. I like the idea of speechcraft actually. Oh, why not? We'll give it a try. Minor skills. Athletics enchant. Okay. I have no idea how likely I am to try and utilize magic. I feel like security should be. I'm gonna go mercantile. And conjuration, why not? I'm gonna create a bit of a weird class here. Primarily centralize my ignorance surrounding Morrowind. So we got block, armor, spear, heavy armor, and speechcraft as major skills. Security, axe, mercantile, athletics, conjuration as minor. Favorite attributes, strength and agility. I have no idea how this is going to fare out, but let's give it a try. Okay.
Very good. The letter that preceded you mentioned you were born under a certain sign.
Oh.
And what would that be?
I forgot about this. Apprentice seems a bit pointless as this Atronach. Lady, personality 25 points, endurance 25 points. Okay. Now we're talking. Weakness to fire. I don't know, in a place like Morrowind, when we're surrounded by a volcano, weakness to fire seems a bit like taking an axe to my kneecap. Fortify agility, 25 points. The lever, paralyzed for 60 seconds on target. Okay, mage. What's the difference between... Oh, I see. Right, okay, ritual. Okay. Serpent. Invisibility for 60 seconds. A lot of these, again, I'm not sure if it's due to my lack of knowledge, aren't sounding that good. Fortify attribute speed by 25 points. Thief. Like a very dangerous sense. Sanctuary for 10 points. I don't know what Sanctuary is. Tower. Open 50 points on touch. Again, I don't know what open 50 points on touch means. Warrior. Fortify attack by 10 points. I like the sound of either the lover or the lady. I'm gonna go for the lover. For the 25 points in endurance, and that paralyzed for 60 seconds sounds... That sounds pretty good, but again, damage and fatigue by 200 points. I don't know what that'll do to us exactly, but go on. I play my games like I play real life, and that is a passionate lover.
Interesting. Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
Shelli-Gro-Bix Orc Adventurer. Sign the lover. Health 52, Magicka 30, Fatigue 225, Strength 55, Intelligence 30, Willpower 50. In a game where you have to run everywhere. Actually, no, you can teleport and... Okay, that might be rather puny. And again, I've picked speechcraft as a major skill, but I'm about as personal as a slug. Luck 40 points. Well, it's not looking too good. But hey, it's a start. It's a start. Okay. You now have a stats menu where you can always view your information. Oh good, that'll help my early dementia. Right-clicking allows you to use your menus. When you are done with them, right-click again to close them.
Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
So... Ah, I see. Right, okay. I will point out that the only other knowledge I really have of this game comes from watching Nutcracker's streams. Read your papers by pressing the space bar while looking at them and take. Okay. Ah. For release by Emperor, you will accept in the 7th decree for the district of Vardenfell in the province of Morrowind. Shelli-Gro-Bix Orc adventure. And again, as per any other game, we start off as a prisoner, which always does seem like a good starting point. It's a good explanation of why you're a blank slate, so to speak, with no money, and perhaps you've been in prison so long you've lost all your skills or whatever you had.
Continue through to the next building and talk to Celis-Gravius.
Thank you very much. Just admiring your artwork. They seem to be yeah, they seem to be... Well, you've got the thief, you've got the wizard, and the warrior. Curious. Limeware platter. Okay. Yeah, heading back to the prisoner start. It's always obviously ambiguous, or just not explained while you've been put in prison. Seeing as this game is so sort of heavily influenced by sort of medieval times, you know, torches, saber rattling, etc. You know, I suppose you've got to think of it more along the lines of a bowl, okay, cup. Not thinking of the game along the lines of as a bowl, but if we're a prisoner, I mean, back in the medieval ages, the judicial system, I guess, was very primitive and, well, quite often very unfair. So I like to think that perhaps we were wrongly imprisoned. You should learn how to do combat. Pick up the dagger on the table by activating it with space. Okay. Iron dagger. Thrust into this note. Friskar, I don't think I've forgotten our wager. I want this dagger sharp as a scamp's claw by morning. Gansiel. Gansisel? Is that E? Gansiel. Who's Friskar? An Argonian? A Khajiit? Letters, books and scrolls can be read by equipping them in your inventory menu. Okay. Iron dagger. Equip the dagger by dropping it on your picture in your inventory menu. Oh yes. Press F to pull out your weapon. Once your weapon is ready, hold and release the left mouse button to swing it. The harder you swing it, the more damage it does, but the more fatigue you will drain. Okay. That must be our encumbrance? I'm not sure. Crab meat, bread, paper, silver candlestick. Duration 2 minutes 30 seconds. I'm not entirely sure what that means. Oh. Equip lights and torches in the inventory menu. Lights and torches can only be used for a limited time before they burn out. Ah, okay. Oh yes. Oh, oh wow. Okay, I forgot about this. Oh, that is cool. I like it. Alright. So already you can interact with the inventory a fair bit more, or the environment a bit more. I like equip lockpicks in the inventory menu. Okay. Try picking the lock on the small chest on the shelf. Got it. Flynn. I don't know what that is. Okay. How do I? Okay, there's control. Right. Oh. Okay. Sorry, I thought. Okay, tab is for the person, right? Right click. There we are. Lockpick success! Hooray! Well, that was easy. Get our weapon out just in case. 31 gold, okay. Gold doesn't appear to have a weight. That's what I like to hear. A Sydney. And the glorious outdoor world and all those wonderful shadows. You now have a map menu. It shows you the name of the place you're in and you're facing. Interesting shadows. Bottle. Engraved Ring of Healing. Now I remember this is a quest, I think. We'll take it. You now have a magic menu where you can see all your powers, spells and magic items. Like all menus, right click to use your new menu, click the spell or magic item you want to make your active magic. Press R to ready your active magic, then click to cast. I see, okay. Oh. Ah, there we go. Right, okay. It's coming back to me. Press space to talk to the captain. Select topics to ask them about. Don't try persuasion on him. If you're not good at it, he'll start to dislike you. Travel lantern, okay. Oh, hello.
Your papers, please.
Ah, a fine game. Oh, I forgot how much text there was in Morrowind. First, let me take your identification papers. Thank you. Word of your arrival only reached me yesterday. I'm Shelli-Gro-Bix, but my background is not important. I'm here to welcome you to Morrowind. Yes, you're in Morrowind. I don't know why you're here or why you were released from prison and shipped here, but your authorization comes directly from Emperor Utilised VII himself. And I don't need to know any more than that. When you leave this office, you are a free man. Before you go, I have instructions on your duties. Instructions from the Emperor, so pay careful attention. Utilised VII has a lot of trust and faith in us to carry out these duties, considering we're a prisoner. This package came with the news of your arrival. You are to take it to Chaos Cascades in the town of Balmora. Go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for Chaos Cascades. They'll know where to find him. Serve him as you would serve the Emperor himself. I also have a letter for you, and a dispersal to your name. A what? Journal has been updated. Directions. Package. Oh, 87 gold. My trade? I am a knight-errant of the Order of Ebonheart, and an imperial emissary attached to the Census and Excise office here in Seydenine. Okay, imperial? I am proud to be an imperial. Through our legions and rule of law, we brought peace and civilization to the provinces of Tamriel. Oh, okay. You know your duties. Take that package to Chaos Cascades in Balmora. Alright. So, we have our first quest, so to speak. Yes. My orders to go to the town of Balmora in the Vardenfall district and report to a man named Chaos Cascades. To find out where he lives, I should ask in Balmora at the corner club called Southwall. When I find the Chaos Crusades, I must give them a package of documents and wait for further orders. Right. And we're free to leave. Press J to use your journal and review what you've been told. You should probably check out Aril's trade house up on your left. You're on your own now. Good luck! And there we go, that's the tutorial area. Short but sweet. And would you just look at those animations? Wow. So yeah, I pointed out earlier, I am using OpenMW. I've played around with some of the graphic settings, but I'm really just utilising it for performance and bug fixes. I tried messing around with the graphic settings and it just tanked the frame rate. This is why I don't tend to bother with mods or whatnot. They just break the game usually for me. But anyway, can I have a look at this package? Oh, I can. Right, I assume it's in some sort of code. Right. Okay, we're out in the world. Goodness me, and what a world it is. Hello!
What's this about?
God.
If I can help, I will, but don't take too much time.
Speak to me, Vargoth. Are you the one that boat dropped off? Odd to see a boat arrive at this time of day. Interesting, quite a large vessel just for what seemed to be me and Jub. Hope the Imperials treat you okay. I swear they took my ring. Okay, yes, I remembered correctly. I swear one of the guards has it. I had it last week before their weekly Let's Shake Down Fargoth ritual. An engraved healing ring, family heirloom of mine. You haven't seen it, have you? Here. You found it! Amazing! Thank you, thank you. You're now my favourite friend. I'll be sure to tell the others, especially my friend Aril, who runs the trade house here. Go and see him, he'll be happy to see you now. Okay, oh, disposition must have increased with him. Goodness me, you are tiny. You really are. But then I guess being an orc, we are just huge. My god, the the animations really are something else, aren't they? Therese Gervain's house. Okay. So yes, I remember there was a quest you can do here.
I'm waiting.
Hello. Well, hello, Shelli-Gro-Bix. I'm Tellery Helvey. This is Sayanine, swamp fever capital of the world. I suppose you're wondering what's going on here. I can tell you where the services are. There aren't many, and I can tell you the latest rumours, unless you already hear them. What's word on the street? I heard there's been some trouble up at Fort Frostmoth. Never heard of it. It's on an island called Solstheim, north of Vardenfell. Solstheim, that's in Skyrim, isn't it? Or as in, that's a place you can go to in the game Skyrim. That's the frozen island up to the north, right? Sounds awful to me. If you're looking to get there, you might check transportation in Cool. Alright. Aril's trade house. Ooh, hello. Admiring the wares, are you? Silver staff. Ooh. A fine selection of goods for sure. Excuse me, is this fern for
You
sale?
piqued my interest. Please, share your thoughts.
I will. I'm just trying to remember what. Ah. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to refamiliarize myself with the menus. Aril. I barter for goods or coin. I also have a small selection of spells for sale. No credit? No, no credit. You want a little advice? That's free. That's almost free. Would you like to hear about our most popular potions or scrolls? A bit of advice, if you please. If you want to live to a ripe old age, buy a weapon and as much armour as you can wear and still run from trouble. Buy a spell or two and practice your skills. Don't practice on citizens. We call that foul murder and we don't like it. But we can kill smugglers and bandits and other outlaws all you like. Outlaws have no rights. Plenty of adventurers make a living from killing and looting outlaws. The smuggler scum down in Ada Masatus, for instance. The cave down near the Silt Strider platform. Okay. Practice on creatures and outlaws, and anyone who attacks you first. When in doubt, run away. And if you attack a citizen by accident, don't kill him. Turn yourself into a guard, pay your fine and clear your name, or people will treat you like an outlaw. Okay. Well, what's on the menu? Oh god. I forgot what a antiquated interface this is now. You can't really tell what any of this is without hovering over it. Well, I've got 119 coins. I can buy a spoon. I could buy a probe, but I'm not really sure what you do with that. Please leave your comments down below if you have any suggestions. I guess I need some type of spear, and you either have an iron spear or an iron halberd. Chop 1 to 3, slash 1 to 3, thrust 5 to 20, range 10.8 feet. Okay. Well, it's exactly the same, but this one's cheaper. Oh, this one seems to have a better condition. I like halberds. Halberds are cool. Okay, we're bartering now. Right, well, I'll buy that. I'll sell you this dagger. Can I sell him my clothes? Oh my lord, I can. I can sell him my shoes. Oh, hoo, hoo. I can sell him my pants if I wish. Right, best not. What gear do you have? Chitin boot. Okay, that's light. Ah, this is the heavy stuff. This is what we like. Iron helm, steel helm. Well, why buy iron when you can buy steel, right? Weight 5, weight 5, 100, 150. I know, obviously steel's better, but I just want to see what you get for your money. So better condition, more armor, okay. Well, I'll buy a helmet. I don't want to look weird. I say that as I'm stood naked, just wearing some strapping leather underpants and a pair of shoes. 85. What say you to 80? We did the deal. Okay, let's put my clothes back on and check out our steel helmet. Judging by how the character model is shrunken slightly, we seem to be massively cramming our head into that little bucket. Iron halberd. Doesn't appear on screen. Okay. Yes. Well, there we go. Look at us. We look mightily divine. Oh, nice. I like it. Sweet. And it's saved. Good. Okay. Oh, this is just like in Skyrim. Okay. Who are you? My cousin claimed he saw a city in the water near Narmok. He's a drunkard, though, and spends too much time in the sun. Okay. Now, this is as far as my Morrowind knowledge extends. I remember there's...
Come on, then. Say something or move on.
this guy here who gives us a quest. You look like you could use a friend, Outlander. Perhaps I can be your friend. I'd like you to help me recover some gold. That's right. See, I had a bad run of luck playing 9 holes. I don't know what that is. I lost a bit of money. Normally I'd be fine, but we can usually keep some gold in our pockets, just from the money the locals pay us for protection. But I know some of them are holding out on me, especially that little fetcher Fargoth. He has come up late in the past couple of weeks when I was shaking him down. I know he's thrashing it somewhere. Stashing it somewhere. I'd like you to find his hiding place. Okay. I know the little fetcher's got one somewhere in town. Just not sure where yet. I've already gone through his whole house, so I know he's not hiding it there. I'd like you to find out where he's stashing his gold. If you can, I'll give you a share of the wealth. Are you up for it? I'll do it. This is where one of the good things about Morrowind comes in. I seem to remember you can do this quest and essentially not hand it in and keep all the money. Excellent! Here's what I want you to do. I'm not sure where he goes, but I know he wanders around town at night. Watch his movements. The best vantage point is on top of the lighthouse south of town. That will give you a nice view of all Satan. If you keep an eye on where he goes, I'm sure you'll be able to figure out where he's hiding that gold. Gotcha.
You like to dance close to the fire, don't you?
I like to dance in general. They call me Pasadobleibix. Pasadobleibix? Rafflot the Braggart. I'm Rafflot the Braggart. Welcome to scenic Satan, gateway to Morrowind. Are you looking for someone in particular, or do you just want a little advice? Training. Ah. Okay. Advice. Practice stealing and pickpocketing by taking cheap things from small merchants. Don't go after the big stuff until you're experienced, okay? Does that make a difference? A friend of mine says you have to visit the House of Earthly Device in Soran. Right. Does this say
Quickly, Outlander.
a bar?
I haven't much time.
Go ahead, you're not interrupting anything. I'm a lone scout. You need directions? Pelagiad, Belmora, Kildera, Ebonheart, Vivek? I actually have a little plant on my shelf that I've called Pelagiad. I've heard that the local tax collector, Prucessus Vitellius, is missing. No surprise, really. He wasn't well liked around here. Oh, isn't he, taxman? Welcome to Satan. Is there... No, thank you.
If you
Go
want
ahead,
something,
stranger.
now's the time to talk.
I'm Albesius Cololius. Welcome to scenic Satan, gateway to Morrowind. Okay. Did you know that some fool lost Mentor's ring in a tomb called the tomb along the Bitter Coast? Or say they say. Okay. That's one thing that's... I do apologise, that's not me whistling. It's one thing that's going to annoy me. I hate that the font is so small. Lock level 40. I guess that means I can't open it until my... Oh god. Until my security is an equal level? Is it Fallout 3
What say
style?
you?
We'll find out. Again, please comment if you know.
Speak quickly, Outlander, or go away.
Okay, I don't seem to be too popular here, so we'll leave. There's something in the distance there, but I'm not sure if it's just... Oh no, there is something. Let's Let's go and have a look at what that is. Hopefully this person won't mind me walking on their shed. Maybe it was an alias of the graphics engine. Oh no, was it one of those
Quickly, Outlander.
mud crabs? Might be one of the mud crabs. Let's see if I can just bump the... God. Bump the view distance up a little bit. See if I can do that without it tanking the game. That seems a bit jerky. Let's try that. Alright, that's better. What are you doing here? So, Shelli-Gro-Bix, you're new to Satan and you'd like some help finding your way around. Very sensible, go ahead. Well, any advice I can get? It pays to take it slow when you first come to Morrowind. When you talk to folks, keep an eye on their dispositions. They let you know you don't like them. It's smart to get on a fla's good side before you ask for a favour. Suitable advice, okay. I do wonder if it's the quality of the water that's bogging things down somewhat. Can I? Oh god. Well, that has improved it. I'm assuming this is what vanilla water looks like. My god, that looks like I can't even describe what it looks like. Screams the late 90s. Alright, well that's improved things slightly, so let's... I guess we can do that quest involving Fargoth, or we can head to... Oh goodness me, we can go to Balmoral. Alright, well let's do the quest involving Fargoth. Hello! You're a handsome chap. You really are. What time is it? It's 2 PM. Resting here is illegal. Okay, it's like a Daggerfall. I'll be arrested and called a vagrant. Well, that's the lighthouse they're probably talking about, so let's go and investigate. And admire the beautiful water and shaders. I'll have to look a little bit more into Open Morrowind. It's quality bit of shading right there. Oh, peculiar. Nice sunflower. Ooh. Am I allowed to be here? So, Shelli-Gro-Bix, you're new to Satan and you'd like some help finding your way around. Okay. I don't want to fill up my journal anymore. I guess saying I am allowed to be here? Oh. And some bread. I like how bread is on paper in this game. It's quite realistic. It's like what you would get from a bakery, I suppose. I mean, in real life, I guess it would be very unlikely just to leave a loaf of bread just lying on a counter somewhere. So, okay, does that icon in the corner mean I'm sneaking? I think it does. Can I? You gain knowledge of unarmored. Okay. The Wraith's wedding dowry. I'm gonna take that to sell it. Maybe we'll even try and read it. I was gonna say yes, reading in a Let's Play. But that nearly came out as, yes, believe it or not, I can read. Well, the water, it's like a travesty. There is something in there. I'm not going nuts. A swordfish? I don't know. Oh, right. we're on this tower. Go on then, let's wait until dark, but I'm not sure how we're meant to keep an eye on Fargoth. We'll have a look. Okay. With the guard. Ah, there he is. Alright. No chance he can see us here. We are what you call stealthy. Where's that little fetcher going? What's he planning? What's he trying to do? He's looking right at me. But I gave him his rings, so he knows I'm not a threat. Interesting, from what I've heard so far of the soundtrack, the it is quite... what is he doing? That's the hollowed stump. Yeah, I think that's it. I think it's hidden in the hollow stump. Okay, let's go and collect it. From what I've heard of the soundtrack so far, it's not so much. It seems quite repetitive, but it is Jeremy Soule, and it does seem to have the sort of a Soule-esque patterns to it, which I like. Yeah, you come outside and we're just immediately dropping frames.
Speak quickly, Outlander, or go away.
Engraved ring of healing. Nice, we've stolen that back. 300 gold. Perfect. And we get another lockpick. Apparently it's slightly better quality. I don't really know what that means. I'm guessing it just maybe affects the multiplier. So we've got a better chance at lockpicking. Well, we'll find out. Pardon you. Luckily the shop seems to be open at all hours. I mean, is it a bar or...
Come on then, say something or move on. Come on then, say something.
Very well, my Scottish friend. You found his hiding place. That's great. Tell you what, I'll give you 100 gold, and you can keep anything else that you found in there. Thanks for your help. You're more than welcome. We've got a bit of money in our pocket. Huzzah. Well, you know what we're going to do with money.
Outlander, or
Please,
go away.
share your thoughts.
We're going to see if I can buy anything from you. Actually, what spells do you sell? Father's Hand? Again, Sanctuary. It's an illusion spell. I don't know what it does. Spark? I was hoping for a conjuration spell, but no matter. Right, I'm going to take the opportunity to buy another bit of armor from you. Buy some nice shiny trousers. Go on, I'll buy a pair of those. Why not? I'm not sure how much money I need to have in general on me. Yay! Thank you very much. And yes, would you look at that? Wearing it over the top of our pants. That's what I like to see. And we'll go for the old shirtless vibe because, well, if you've got a rippling pair of pectorals like this guy, wouldn't you run around shirtless? Alright. Oh. Alright, well, now know how to jump. Right. That's our first quest done. Let's depart Balmoral. Let's depart Sydney, sorry. Let's head to
Can we hurry this along?
Balmoral. I'm not entirely sure how the makeup of this Let's Play is going to be. I want to do the expansion packs whether this game will just be a main quest run through, I'm not sure. Maybe we'll do one of the guilds? We'll see. I don't have a hiding place. At least, not anymore. Ring? Oh. He wanted to end that pretty quickly. Well, interestingly, he didn't see us robbing his hiding place. That's weird. The shadows are moving, but the trees are not. Curious. Goodness me. Ebonheart, Balmoral, Beck, Pelaggiad, Sadneen, Narmok, Claude. Alright, let's head down here to Balmoral. I think this is, this seems to be the most prominent piece of music that plays throughout the game. Just a Morrowind theme tune. What more do you want? Well, actually, no, we were told, there was a bandit cave near the Silt Strider platform, which...
Where would you like to go?
Yes, the Silt Strider lets us travel to places, so... That's... not quite as convenient as fast travel, but it's a step up in the... what am I thinking of? It's a step up in the... hello. In the immersion rankings. Is it the cave he was talking about? I think it was. Excuse me. Well, it's not my logbook, but let's try it out. Why not? Oh, okay. Right. Yeah, that's it. Oh, nice. Right, I'm not really sure what happened there. We came in, someone called us an Enwa, and we stabbed them, so... stabbings. Running forward, running backwards, choppings like that, slashings like that, okay. My experience of arena is teaching me well. Chop! I'm Gro-Bix, I'm Shelli-Gro-Bix, I chop and kill. Tnisi Verithi. So there was some... there were some bandits right next to the town. Adamasata slave key. Netch boots. Excellent. I'll take your stuff and dispose corpse, yes. I do recall if you don't dispose of the corpses in this game, it starts slowly lagging out your game. So we've got a slave key. Not entirely sure what we do with it. Well, we put it in a lock somewhere. Why have the town guards not done anything about this place? Well, we're really sneaking with authority here. Slave key used to open lock. I'm the hero! Hello?
Why do you approach?
Bardargo, you guys do look pretty emaciated.
Summoned by another.
Banals,
Prey approaches.
Do you have the key to these braces? Will you let me go free? You have the key. Will you let me go free? Bardago is free. You are a friend of Bardago. Slave right bracer. Drain magic of 3 points. Wow, I see. You... Oh, they're on your arms. I thought they'd be on your legs. Oh, that is cool. They do have some sort of armor rating. I guess we'll just free them all. Just like that, they all unequip their bracers. Okay. I am the hero. A slaver camp literally 1 meter away from the city. Oh. Well, I'm going to need you guys' help because we might be in trouble. There we are. Oh, he did something. Oh, Lord. Oh! Wow, that went gloriously. I was a hero for 1 hot second. Oh god. Right. I think this is one of those times when we're going to have to run. Oh. Clearly he's adept in the arcane arts. Yeah, there we go. I chopped him up good. Okay, they seem to be touch... There we go. They seem to be touch-based spells, so... By not letting him get near us, we've bested him. Common robe. I was hoping it would be that lovely piss yellow colour. Nice, nice. I should leave your body here as a reminder that slaving is not the way. Although I will mention if Nutcracker is watching this, oh god, she very much believes that killing slaves is the only way to go. What's she doing? She dropping something? What does Enwa mean? Oh! Were you... Nice! Equipping and unequipping your dagger constantly? Money... Excellent. Chitin Helm? We'll sell that. Oh, you're using throwing stars! Ah. I don't know what this does, a probe. It looks to be in a similar vein to lockpicking. So I'll assume it is. Cloth left bracer. I'll take that stuff to sell. Steel dagger. Lots of money, okay. Ah, moon sugar, okay. Right, so they're slavers and they're drug addicts. What a combination. We'll have to notch you up as Mobster of the Year. Mobsters of the Year. You've got quite the racket going on here. Expensive belt. I shall now adorn my pantaloons. Common skirt. Oh yes. I am fear incarnate. Right, any other slavers who'll see me will go running. Pillows. Skooma! Right, we can get drugged up. Okay, well automatically this place has been massively worth it. Is there anything else back here? There was... appears to be a way under there. I want to check that first. Yes, that seems to be a skeleton. Shelli-Gro-Bix. Iron saber. Bone meal. Basket. I don't know what happened to you, but I was very concerned that I was going to join you for a second. Can I? Yes, okay. I've got a torch, but one would assume I can't dual wield that with my spear. Okay. What awaits us down here then? Down we go. Making sure there's nothing hidden on the floor. Ooh! Terrified by a rat. Come on. There we go. Yeah, this is where combat in Morrowind is a little bit frustrating, the fact that you're not guaranteed a hit on your opponent. It's very much, there's a hidden dice roll that takes into account whether you can land a blow or not. And so far we seem to be good, and I think that's due to our pretty high agility, so I seem to have done one thing kind of right. Money! Nice! Netch leather left pauldron. This is quite the hideout. Though why it hasn't been shut down yet, I'm not entirely sure. Ooh. Oh, I say. Totally steampunk, mate. That is obviously a local piece of headgear. I like it. It's got the sort of Leonid Trotsky look to it. But we'll revert to type and get our iron helmet on. Right. I'm just only now painfully aware of how I don't have any restorative options about me. I see. Alright, well, I didn't even see this bit over here. Okay, well that was that little cave sorted out. Will those prisoners ever leave? I don't know. Well, before we head to a bucket, everyone knows I always appreciate buckets. Great tunes. Well, before we head to Balmora, should I say, we'll head back to Satan then and sell off the stuff we've legally acquired. I like the smoke effect coming out the chimney. That's
Go ahead, stranger.
that's cool. Yeah, that seems to be a rather big problem with the frame rate in this game. I'm not sure why. I think it's something to do with some of these shaders somewhere along the line, I'm sure. I'll have a look after this. Luckily inside is absolutely
There's
fine.
someone watching me. I can tell.
A riddle. Have I got some stuff for you? You'll have to get rid of that moon sugar if you want any services from me. I don't want any trouble. Oh, I see, okay. Well, what if I drop it here? I'm not going to buy that skooma from you. Right, so no one likes hard drugs in Sadenine then. I'll find someone to buy it then. Alright, he doesn't seem... I like that. I like how he's got morals and he's rejected bartering with me because of what I have in my inventory. He doesn't seem too bothered that I look like a bit of a freak. But then he's not entirely bothered that I just dropped a load of drugs on his store floor, which you would think he would be a little bit more picky about. I'll keep one pair of common pants. I probably will need to embrace decency at some point. We sell a package for chaos. Okay, no, let's not. Let's not. I didn't think we actually could. Well, I don't need that now. Take the candlestick. It's far too heavy for me. Do you want to buy this book? Maybe I'll read it first, actually. I'll take these throwing stars. I'm sure someone will buy them from you. If could I buy a little bit more armor from you? Could I buy... Can I throw this into the mix? 35 gold? No. 36 gold. 38? 40. 41? Okay. Alright, it seems like bartering with him dropped his disposition. Right, let's... There we go. Oh, wow. Alright, well, about some pauldrons, we've already got a full set of steel, which seems quite unbelievable, but okay.
My time is precious, so make it quick.
Yes, I can tell you're very busy. You've been stood there all day. So, there we go. We're donned up with gear. And daybreak is just beginning. I don't suppose there's a tavern or inn somewhere? This place is an inn? There seems to be a force wall around the Imperial building. No, but that is a warehouse. Okay.
Let's hear it.
Well, I'll tell you what. We'll...
You have something to say to me?
Back door. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll save here for the day. Goodness me, what a view that is. And I'll just have a look into the frame rate issues.